Hi, this is Kamala Devi, and I'm here with Adam Pullman, and we're decompressing after our 10 days at Zegg. We're here actually in the beautiful backyard of an artist that we met, Julia, a sexy German artist who has been hosting us and our family as they come in from the States. And so Adam had some really beautiful perspectives about experiencing Zegg and Forum in the context of Germany, and so I wanted you to share a little bit about how that was for you.
Thank you, Kamala. One of the things that came to me through the week in terms of my experience is the Zegg has to be understood in terms of the political container of Germany. In two ways. One has to do with the Holocaust and the work at purging oneself from guilt and shame and being whole and complete in that. And the other is in terms of a nation that had been divided. And now we're in East Germany. We're sitting here, sending this blog, and a city that was divided in such a profound way. And as people emerged from the captivation, they began to explore freedom. And as you start to explore freedom, my experience is that, oh, I'm going to make myself free in this way, but I've really just given myself a bigger cage. And a bigger, I can make a wall, no matter how big, it's still a wall. And as they explore the concepts of freedom, particularly in terms of sexuality and love, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it's really radical experience to be given permission to have free sex and love, and and free thought and ideas in East Germany. Like it's one thing to be in radical California and be doing these practices, but you come here, and at first I was like, wow, they're so far behind us. But then I feel into the rest of the city that they're in is a tiny conservative city, and it is absolutely groundbreaking what they're doing and still doing.
Yeah, I think that as I think about how I grew up, and my experience in America is that, our cage, so to speak, is so big that we don't realize we're in it. We haven't come to the edge of it. We didn't realize, oh, wait a second, I can't do that. And in our community in San Diego, we explore that to a certain degree, but it's so much more vivid here because, I met people who grew up and spent their life behind the Iron Curtain, and then one day it was lifted, and now it's like, oh wait, if I continue to explore, where's the next, so to speak, Berlin Wall that I'm hitting up against? And I find that the guards in the guard towers are my thoughts and my own beliefs, and they're the ones that are threatening me with, don't cross this place, but what if I do? And so they talk at Zegg a lot about doing an experiment. What kind of an experiment in freedom can we do that makes us even more free? I mean, sexuality is a huge frontier. What else is there? Where else can we go and be more free?
I was also impressed by when we did the work, healing our guilt and our shame in the container, in the experiment of Zegg, that there was a real global perspective that we were doing this work, not just as personal self-work, but we were healing the psychic agreements in the collective consciousness. And, we had an experience of a beautiful Jewish woman who, when she went into Forum, had emoted all these deep emotions that didn't seem connected to her. I mean, it was out of proportion for the process she was in. And it wasn't until Ina, our facilitator, stepped in and said, it's okay. She couldn't find the source of all these feelings. And she says, let me remind you, that you're a Jewish American woman coming to Germany for the first time. There's a lot here for you to feel. And all of us got a healing from that. Like, oh yeah, there is, psychic agreements that are still being healed, with our awareness.
There is that piece that I know I learned when I first learned about Forum and how to do Forum, and didn't quite fully embody, and maybe not even yet, is that the person in the center is doing the work for the entire group. And it's not only that circle of people that are together, it's the greater community and the whole planet, and that I can't heal this inside without actively healing everything outside, and I can't heal everything outside without actively healing this. We go as fast as the slowest.
Yeah. It's a really powerful microcosm that's created there, and it's wonderful, you know, to come as Americans and to touch into something that's, you know, it's really a global healing that's happening. So, what a pleasure.
I think that will come out in bits over time. It's hard. It's even hard now to put entirely into words the experience.
Yeah. Yeah, and I look forward to, you know, digesting it myself, but also coming back with friends and lovers. I really feel like there's important work being done here, and a lot to learn and grow, and a big mirror. You know, like I'm seeing this experimental community, and I'm thinking it's a 20-year experiment, and I'm looking at where are we going to be? Where's San Diego going to be in 20 years?
I know. I keep thinking of experiments that I want to try.
Oh, we have one. Okay, we'll end with this one. Okay, so Adam and I have a new policy. We're adopting it from Zegg, which is if you're in one of our workshops or at one of our parties and your cell phone goes off, then you have to do
a striptease. Everything stops. Process stops. You get up, take off your clothes.
We all turn towards you, and it's like, come on, take it off. So I'm sure people will be calling each other at our workshops.
Yep. We're going to slip a little phone in your pocket and it'll go off.
All right. We'll see you soon. Love you.
Namaste.